Hi guys, I'm Ed.
I'm Harry.
It's Choices again. Last week we went on a pretend fiancé dinner with James and the Obamas, and everything went to shit, and then suddenly we got a phone call from Professor Vasquez's daughter. Road trip! You and James head out to Hartfield when Professor Vasquez's daughter sets up a meeting to tell you the truth about her father. Ooh, exciting. If you guys are excited about the reveal of what's going to happen with Vasquez's daughter, be sure to like the video, subscribe to GameHog if you already haven't, and leave us some kind of choices-related comment down there.
So are we still getting married?
No. You and James are talking outside the Savoy restaurant when you're interrupted by your phone. Who is it?
It's Gabriella! Hello? Hi, I got a call from this number about my father.
Give her a different voice.
They don't need a different voice.
Yes, Gabriella.
Vasquez's daughter.
I'm Tits McGee. Okay, I'm your father's assistant at Hartfield University.
I'll do it.
And assistant, don't tell me you asked you to contact me. Am I one of your assignments? She's just going to be a female, slightly aggressive, choked version of Vasquez.
No, I'm doing her.
Nope.
No, it's happening. It's happening.
He hasn't asked me to do anything. Contacting you was my idea.
I found a letter he started to write to you and had to find out why you weren't speaking.
Like,
You did it,
I
her.
don't understand. It's none of your business.
I'm sorry, but we've decided on the voice. She's going to be a kind of gargling minx.
It's not really, but I've gotten to know him because I've been helping him gather experiences for his book.
What?
And he's been trying to talk to you for years. It's clear he loves you a lot.
That doesn't mean care about that. Whack! Look, you need to stay away from him. Sorry, I had something in my throat through the rest of that
Do a
conversation.
girl's voice. Come on.
What are you talking about? I don't feel comfortable talking over the phone about this. Let's talk in person.
Right.
Okay, I'll meet you. Name the time and place.
Gabriella gives her details to you where to meet. I can't read today. I can't read. I'm bored of reading choices. I want it to fucking end.
And so she wants me to meet her at some park in Greenfield tomorrow after lunch.
She lives all the way in Greenfield. That's over an hour away.
Yeah, I'll have to find a bus to take me there, I guess.
I can drive you. We'll head out the morning after shift. Oh, I can't read. Fuck off. Fuck off, boring story.
Vasquez won't be very happy with you helping me.
I'll worry about that. Besides, it's the least I can do after what you've done for me tonight. Yes, Sid getting berated by your fucking parents.
Thanks, James.
Besides, I'm very curious about what she has to say.
You and me both.
Oh god, where are we going now? Oh, the bedroom.
Presumably to her.
The next morning, you stand in front of your closet. Oh, I'm bored of all these. What to wear? Why does this matter? Why do you keep wanting me to pay fucking money? A little while later, you drop by Vasquez's office to meet up with James.
Hi, Professor.
There you are. You're all late.
I am?
I was expecting that report from last night on my desk this morning.
You were serious about me writing up my dinner with James.
Do I look like a person that would kid around?
Definitely not, but
That's not her fault, Professor.
I'm sure she can make excuse for herself. You're not a keeper, are you?
Jesus. No, but dinner with my parents ran late, so she wouldn't have had time to write it up. I take responsibility.
I'll try to get it to you tonight.
Fine. How did it go? Did Tits McGee manage to impress the Ashtons?
No, Tits McGee doesn't have to answer that.
I fucked up. Nothing went right.
James lifts an eyebrow but leaves the office to look in Vasquez's file room. File room?
Now, Tits McGee, how was last night really?
She eventually found out that we weren't engaged since James decided to tell her the truth, so it didn't matter in the end.
Shame. And how are you and James doing?
James and I are friends and co-workers.
That tells me something more than I already know.
Did you want me to write up James and my relationship in the report?
Forget it. That was merely a question, though I should remind you, do you want to care about your... Lots of words in this.
James comes back into the room. Found the file. Here you go.
Great, you're both dismissed.
Thank fuck for that. You and James pick up your things and leave.
Oh.
What the fuck? A few minutes later, you and James are in the parking
Sorry,
lot.
I love that. Is that supposed to be moving?
That's meant to be motion, isn't
But
it?
the cars are
Lens
still.
flare, yeah. That doesn't work at all. James pulls out onto the road, and soon you're on the highway passing in and out of small towns. Are you sure you still want to speak with Gabriella?
What voice is
Yes,
that now?
He's kind of a kind of...
The more I talk to Vasquez, the more it seems like his entire life is lived through me. I want him to fix his own life. At the very least, maybe he'll be nicer to us.
I doubt that, but I see your point. It'll be interesting to hear what Gabriella has to say.
There he is.
Yeah, I want to know why she's warning me to stay away from her dad. And beyond that, I want to know why she and Vasquez aren't talking. I find it so sad. I can't imagine not talking to my parents for so long. At the moment, I find the idea very appealing. Oh, yeah.
Isn't this kind of overstepping the mark? Like, she's getting into
Massively,
personal
I think
lives,
so.
like-
Just leave it the fuck alone. Why do you care so much?
It's not your business, Tits McGee.
You're just doing this to get money to stay in college. Fuck it, whatever.
After Gabriela's phone call, I went back into the restaurant to talk to them.
Have they calmed down after your confession?
Not really, no. My father reproached me for causing a scene at the restaurant, then called me a fool for abandoning my career. After that, he announced that he and my mother were going home to Manhattan.
Oh, fancy.
Jesus. Are they going to disown you or something?
They didn't mention it. I still think they're hoping I'll change my mind.
What was his career? He wants to be a writer, was it?
He wanted to be a writer, but they wanted him to just carry on with
Vasquez,
the business.
Telling them the truth was the right thing to do. You were clearly miserable keeping it from them, and now the lies are getting more and more elaborate.
Do you know everything, Tits McGee?
It does sound like it. She's a wise and knowledgeable person. I have a vivid imagination. It's an occupational hazard.
Not bad for a writer, but now great for someone trying to keep a secret.
Not great.
I'm sorry. I've really resigned myself to the fact that this has gotten really boring. We've done this for 15 episodes now.
Only 2 more.
I've had enough.
After
I know.
this.
And after this, we're never coming back to it.
We'll see how things unfold. Perhaps I'll also be seeking aid in the financial office next quarter.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. You were an excellent fiancé.
I disagree with that.
I wasn't I?
And so humble, too.
Why do they keep forcing other people down our neck? We want the girl.
I know, we are a lesbian.
You're right. I did say you inspired me to confess to my parents.
I remember. Did I really inspire you, though?
Yeah, watching you try to cover for me made me realize I was tired of it. It's exhausting to deny who you are and what matters most.
This is so boring.
He gives you a small smile. You notice the one hand resting on his knee.
None of that, James. We like
Do nothing.
Caitlin.
You let the moment pass, turning out to look at the windows you drive on. A short time later,
Wait, who's driving?
we are.
Well, don't look out a window
Oh, no,
whilst
he
you're supposed to
is.
be driving.
He
I was
is.
going to say.
This is Greenfield. We'll be there in 5.
But you were there. Oh, okay, whatever.
Same fountain?
Soon you and James arrive at a small park. You glance around and see a pregnant woman alone on a bench. As you approach, she looks up.
Oh, there she is.
Tits McGee? That's right. This is James. He also works for your father.
It's nice to meet you.
We'll see. Thanks for setting up this meeting. We're very curious to hear what you have to say.
You and James sit down next to her.
I'm sure you have a lot of questions for me, and I'll answer any question you have, but I feel I should explain why I stopped talking to my dad in the first place.
Okay, what happened?
He used me to write his damn book. The winner of my sophomore year in college, I was having a hard time and dropped out. It was one of the worst times of my life. I leaned on him for emotional support. I trusted him. And he observed me, noted down stories from my life, and wrote it all about it.
Fucking hell, I couldn't
You're
do
not
it.
with it today.
Trying
You're
to
just-
read. I was trying to read it in a jaunty, weird accent, and it made me read it jauntily and weirdly.
You're not talking just because he wrote you into a story? But it wasn't exactly you, was it? You were just the inspiration for a character. It was fictional.
Was it? No, it wasn't fictional.
It was personal. It was kind of...
He's writing a non-fiction book about students, isn't he?
That's a different book.
Oh.
The main character and I shared a birthmark, a car, even our dogs had the same name. Our family, my friends, people in our community, everyone who knew the book was about. Everyone knew deeply personal things about me. Fucking hell, this is written strangely and I'm reading badly. My father had no right to publish my life. He could send me all the letters he wants, but I know he just wants an ending to his stupid story. I'm not talking to him again.
Gabriella sits back, her hand protectively settling on her boring child who I don't care about. This is fucking tedious. We get it. You didn't talk because you're a pathetic, whinging bitch. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
You're
Are you
angry
really
person.
ready for everyone you know to learn your deepest, darkest secrets? If he's that kind of guy, he's an asshole. Don't talk to him. Stop getting involved in families who aren't yours. You've already fucked up the Ashtons. Stop trying to fuck up the Vasquezes as well, you stupid bitch. Don't let him use you like he did me. You'll regret it. I hate this story. I hate this episode. After your talk, James drives you home. A few minutes away from the campus, James pull over and parks in a small lot overlooking the city.
There's a lot of new art on this one. It's nice.
That's not enough.
New backgrounds.
Before I drop you off, are you okay? You barely said anything on the drive home. Oh, I was just thinking about what Gabriela told us. She was so hurt by Vasquez. I can't believe he published something so personal about her in a book. I can't say I'm surprised, though. Do you know which book it was? No, I've stopped caring. I'm guessing Winter in July. Now that we've talked to her, it's clear that she was the inspiration.
Oh, I hope you can play that.
Is it as bad as she says? Yes. It depends on your point of view. The main character's calling us only the person the book does a shirt.
Power through.
This is so boring. The other ones had sex and interest and plot twists, but this is just, I'm an uninteresting bitch who's oversensitive, and maybe my father shouldn't have been too invasive. Tiring, tedious, dull.
But it's clearly building to a grand finale.
I can assure you it isn't. Now he's writing a novel based on my life. What if he writes something awful? If you really think he'd do that, would you quit? I would definitely quit, because he's a dick. I don't want my secrets out there, I'd be mortified. Not like it matters since I have my scholarship to think about, but what do you think I should do? You should stay.
Should I
Why?
stay or should I go?
It doesn't matter what Vasquez writes about you, you'll be happier if you stay here with your friends and people who care about you, and me. Fuck off, James.
James reaches forward, his head cupping your cheek. He leans towards you and you pull away.
Don't want to kiss him.
I'm sorry, James. He drops his hand. I had thought, well, I understand. I hope things won't be too awkward now. I'm bored and now uncomfortable and awkward. Our friendship will survive. What friendship? There's animosity here. This isn't a good friendship or any. They're not friends.
Pretending to be his fiance.
Yeah, because he had to. Because she had to. I don't think these two are good friends at all. I don't think they're friends in the slightest. They're just people who work together. You walk into your dorm exhausted, so tired.
Oh shit, what's gonna happen now? Something, I bet.
No.
Yeah.
Open the door to find Chris standing just inside. Tits McGee. Chris, are you alright? I ended things with Becca.
Good for you.
You did? I made a mistake, Tits McGee. I thought I was protecting you by staying away. But I only ended up hurting us both. I'm just hoping it's not too late to make things right.
You weren't hurting anyone.
So I'm here asking if you'll take me back for good. We were never together.
This is
we were never
ridiculous.
together. Ellipses?
End of chapter?
End of chapter, right. I'm getting so bored with this series. Thank fuck there's only 2 more episodes left with the unthrilling conclusion of the freshman series. But leave us a comment down there if you enjoyed any part of today's episode. I didn't. I don't know what that one was. That's been the worst episode we've played so far. But I'm happy to see this end soon. I'm bored of it now.
I'm still excited to see what happens at the end of this story. I mean, there's got to be some kind of conclusion, right? I reckon that... Do we do predictions or... Can you remember what happened in your watch-throughs or what?
Yes, so I won't bother because nothing
All right.
happens. But anyway, guys, if you want to see more of this, be sure to like the video, subscribe to GameLog if you already haven't, and we will see you in the next Choices video.
See you then, guys, or before.
Bye.